are back on the trash can. Glad to say that this filming location is back for this honestly 100% genuine real video here. Back by not so popular demand, we have here Airdorables 2. I personally wanted to make this video because new information has come about Airdorables, like this. I'll get to this in a minute. That's special. Hold on. Hold your pants just one friggin' minute. But for those of you who don't know, Airdorables are no longer Lowe's exclusives. We first found out about this because somebody by the name of Michael Dobbs apparently works at Home, and he posted his a video of a minion Airdorable that he got from At Home. And then I went and checked it out, and you might have seen my short little video, just informative video, that they had this guy, which is also being sold at certain Lowe's this year. This is not all Lowe's, but this was really hard to find, and now they're sold at every At Home, as well as this guy. But that one's exclusively at Home. This one's also at Lowe's, some Lowe's. So I'm going to go ahead and review these At Home ones. Both of these are being sold for $14.99 at Home this year, and now I'm going to use this, which is a battery pack with already batteries in it, so I don't have to deal with theirs. Let's begin. We're going to start off with the Grinch here. Standard Grinch box design, but as you can see up there on the Grinch logo, if we can go ahead and zoom in right there, they put the eyes back on it, which is pretty cool. And there is the picture of it again in front of the fire. This is really the only Christmas Airdorables one that I wanted to get. The only Halloween one that I wanted to get was Jack Skellington, just separate, but yeah. There's the top there, standard Grinch box design top. And then there's the back. It explains how it works and all that. And there's a warning at the top there in Spanish. And of course right there at the bottom, 2021 Jimmy Industries. So of course, just like every other Airdorables, it comes with the actual inflatable instructions and the battery pack. Batteries not included. There's the fan in this stupid cord. So right off the bat here, it inflates like absolute garbage. Well, this is already very underwhelming. Yeah. Just look at it. Go ahead, look at it. I said freaking look at it! What's going on there, buddy? You look a little deflated. Just look at this. Just look at this. Stands up like I mean, yeah. Next. I don't really have high hopes for this one either. the eyes. Honestly, I'm impressed. And this inflates perfect. I mean, yeah, of course it's, you know, it's soft. It's not like inflate as tight as like a real inflatable, but still, I mean, compared to the other Airdorables, maybe the Ghost beats it out, but yeah, I'm happy with the way this inflates. I'm gonna go ahead and run down details here. His arms, I mean, they're okay. They're not like completely deflated. They inflate pretty good. Santa hat's okay. I mean, I think they did a good job with the design. For Star Wars fans, I can definitely see this being a smash hit. But I suppose the only problem with that is that at Home, this is an At Home exclusive. I mean, who knows? We thought that Airdorables were Lowe's exclusives, but last minute, At Home got them like a month after they got their standard Christmas ones. But this would definitely be a crowd pleaser, but they're hidden in the store. They're hidden behind other shelves. You have to walk through them. They're not with the other inflatables. So, yeah, it didn't really take me that long to find them because I just found the licensed, you know, Grinch aisle, and that's where I found the Grinch. And Yoda, they also had a Mickey, a different one than the Lowe's one. It's dressed differently. And then, of course, the Minion. I'd say it'd go great next to the Christmas tree. Like, especially if you're like a diehard Star Wars fan and all your ornaments are Star Wars and the tree topper is Star Wars, then this would go great next to it. But this, on the other hand, this didn't need to happen. I mean, it's cool that they made an Airdorable Grinch, but it just was executed poorly. And they 100% what they did. I have the 4-foot version. Actually, hold on. Let me go get it. This is the 4-foot Dollar General model. So as you can see, exactly what they did is just for the novelty. Of course, it was bound to happen. You know, someone thought, we're thinking about Airdorables. Let's go ahead and make the Grinch one of them. They took this 2017, but it's been sold for the past few years. This was originally introduced in 2017 when they introduced the new Grinch line. They took that, shrunk it down, and now it's that. Very disappointing that it's not its own original design. On top of the fact that it inflates like absolute garbage. Well, again, on the other hand, this is a brand new, different design. They've made some Baby Yodas before. There's actually another one, a 3.5-foot one that's being sold at Home again this year, but that one has a candy cane, so they made sure it was a different design than this one. I'm very proud of that. This fan is way too weak for something that has so many details and separate parts than just one big body, like that guy who has that big body and then the head that just inflate all at once. This is way too weak for this one. So I'll go over this one before I get to the Grinch. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. This is an amazing design. I like it. They put sandbags in it. It's amazing. Yeah, 2 sandbags, by the way, one on each side of the bottom. It's really, really well done, to be honest. As well as the box design. It's not its own box design for it, but I love this Star Wars box design compared to the other separate ones that they do normally. I think the fan is perfect for it, and I think the price is just right. So let's go ahead and give this guy the categories out of the 3 categories: the concept, design, and price. Concept, that's a moot point right there because it's pretty much the same thing as the other video, Airdorables 1. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out. It'll be in the description. And but I talked about how I talked about the concept in there, so just go ahead and check that out. I can't remember what I said. I don't do research before I shoot these videos. But then there's design. Design, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10 because I like this. I like that it's not completely different, but still it is different and it's nice. I like it. So 7 out of 10 for that. And then price is a little bit much considering that you can get a 3.5-foot one and Car Buddies and stuff at the same price. But I mean, I didn't mind paying that price for this. So overall, this guy gets about an 8 out of 10. It's a nice Airdorable. It's definitely in top 3. Look at it. It can't even stand up. I mean, even when I try to get it to stand up, it still doesn't work. It doesn't stand up well. It's absolute shit. I'm not gonna return it because, you know, I don't return inflatables unless they're defective or just, you know, like, unless there's a serious problem with them, I don't return them. But I mean, if I weren't a collector and I just bought this, I would 100% return it. So concept, price, and design. Concept is another moot point. Go watch the other video. Again, link in the description. But then there's design. Design gets a whopping 2 out of 10. This is an awful design. It's just a shrunken down garbage one, and it wasn't even executed poorly. It was very executed very poorly. It's awful. Look at it. I mean, it's sad. It's depressing. And then price. They know that they know what they did wrong. They know what they did wrong because they have to inflate them and test them before they're allowed to ship them out. So someone had to approve this. And I mean, for that, I mean, I get that the licensed ones have to be about 15 so they can pay it off, but I mean, for this one specifically, you know they caught it, so it should be nothing more than 10. So price gets a 1 out of 10. It's garbage. Overall, this design, I mean, it's not terrible, but I mean, big shame. They could have done a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3 out of 10. Look at that. Look at that. Grogu, Baby Yoda, whatever you call him. He stands up fine. I mean, he looks deflated because he is, but it stands up fine without... Because the fabric is, it stands up fine, so you don't really need a fan. Even if it fries, you'll be fine. So all in all, the end question here, are these Airdorables worth it? Grogu. Drum roll. Drum roll. I'm not going to edit in a drum roll because that's a little bit too much, but imagine a drum roll in your mind. Yes, he is worth it. Go buy him right now. I can't stress that enough. The Grinch, absolutely not. He is not worth it whatsoever. That is, I mean, that's a shame. I'm going to keep him because of collector's purposes and stuff, right? Because, you know, he's probably going to become rare. All these Airdorables are going to become valuable within, you know, the next few years. But, so, yes and no. These are both. Are these Airdorables worth it? Yes and no.